Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy start of a new week and all the possibilities that are present for us this week. I'm really happy to be here with you guys this morning, the start of our time together every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. We gather and drink some inspirational coffee. I like to call it. I'm going to jump over here to comments and see who's on. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. All right. So as you're joining, if you could say hi, and if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay so we know that you are here. But welcome, welcome. Happy start of a new week to all of you. Hey, Tam. Good morning. All right. So this morning we're talking about double-minded manifesting. Hey, Lisette. Good morning, Money Family. I love it. Yay. That's right. Good morning, Money Family. That's how we start the morning off. Sharing love with each other. So go ahead and wish each other good morning. Good morning, Money Family. Thank you, Lisette, for reminding us all to play along. Hey, Valerie, Jay, and Michelle. Wow, so many of our friends here. Susan Wiener, mwah, long time. Good morning, good morning. Nicola Stewart, wow, lots of friends. Okay, I'm going to be over here greeting all morning because I love being here with you guys, and I love that we get to start this week off. So this morning, I'm talking about double-minded manifesting, and in full transparency, so full. This is one of those messages I realize it's like I read something in my daily reading last week, which inspired me to share this message because as someone who teaches manifesting and shares with people how to use manifesting to live the lives that they desire and deserve, I see a lot of hiccups. I see a lot of ways that people get trapped or get out of alignment from the thing that they desire. And so it was on my heart to share this message with you. And then over the weekend and this morning, I realized this message is also for me. So we're in this together this morning. I'm kind of on my soapbox for myself as much as I am for you. And I wanted to be really open and transparent with you about that because the last thing I ever want any of you to think is that I am someone who has just completely arrived and I'm immune from life and stuff doesn't happen in my life or to me, because that is not the truth. And I never want you to think that, I'm this perfect person who has it all together 100% of the time, because that's not true. And in fact, I'm so willing to say that because I want you to know, for me, because many of you look to me for guidance and inspiration. And what I want you to be trusting is that I do the work, that life happens to me too, as well. Stuff comes up for me too, but I do the work. Everything that I share with you, when stuff happens to me, I go back to the work. Everything that I teach you to do, I do too. And that's why I know how to teach it so well. That's probably why I know how to teach it so well, is because I'm constantly using it in my own life. So with that, yay! I love that you guys are all. Hey, Tasha, another Tasha, my namesake. I love that. Yeah, Jackie says, I understand that feeling, Tasha. Yeah, life happens, right? And we have to, we carry on. So this morning I'm talking about double-minded manifesting. And the inspiration for this was something that I read last week, which I'm going to read to you in a little bit. But here's what I see happening with manifesting, or just life in general. We express a desire. We acknowledge there's something I want to manifest in my life. And that can be, for many of you here, you come every Monday morning because we talk about manifesting in the context of finances and wealth and money. And I want you to hear this conversation from anything, right? Anything that your heart desires to manifest. So maybe a new house, a new relationship, a new job, a new car, whatever it might be that's on your heart, health that's on your heart that you want to manifest. And you acknowledge that you have the desire for it. And out the gate, you are like the horse at the front of the race. You are charging forth. You were like, I got this. I'm going to manifest this. I have all, the strong desire. I know it like I know it. It is mine. I'm claiming it. And you are steadfast and strong, right? And then some time goes by. And here's the thing with time. Time goes by and you don't see stuff happening. So the stuff, what it is that you stood for, that you're manifesting, you don't see it manifesting. Or worse, here is the other side of the coin, which like just came to my mind as I was thinking about this morning. Sometimes what starts to happen is things start going in the opposite direction. So maybe you want to manifest money, and out of nowhere, you just start getting bills. You start unexpected bills just start coming, or things start happening with your money and it starts dwindling. And so instead of manifesting the extra $10,000, thousands of dollars are just like literally going out of your bank account, right? The opposite of what you want starts happening. And that's that thing with time. Time is that little piece where that gets us in trouble with our manifesting, isn't it? We start out the gate and we're gung-ho and we're ready to go, and then just sometimes it's a couple hours, sometimes it's even just a few days, but time happens and we don't see the result in the time that we desire, or stuff start going in the opposite direction. And then what do? We give up. We give up on our manifesting. We give up on the dreams that we had and the desires that we had. And we say, see, you get to be right. You go, see, I knew it. It wasn't going to work. Or see, I knew this was going to happen. Or see, whatever. And the bottom line is, whatever you say, however you language it, the bottom line is, in that moment, we give up. We walk away. We turn our backs on our hearts and our heart's desires. And I've been really intrigued about what happens between step number 2 and step number 3. So step number 1, we're on it. We're in the game. We're like winning. We're charging forth. And then step number 2 is time, where something happens or doesn't happen, right? And then in between 2 and 3, though, what causes us to walk away? I don't think it's just the observation that we're not manifesting in the time frame that we want, or that things start going in the opposite direction. I don't really think that really is what it is. I think that between 2 and 3, we lose faith. And what the other thing that starts to happen is we start our attention shifts from, we were going this way with what we want to manifest, like looking full steam ahead. This is the direction of my dreams. I'm gung-ho. And then with time, it's like our head just starts turning to the opposite direction. And we start giving our attention in the opposite direction, away from what it is that we want to manifest. We start looking at the lack of the thing we want to manifest. We start looking at, oh my gosh, things are going in the opposite. Surely it can't be happening. And we give our attention in the opposite direction. And you can see it's like, and then, maybe you do that for a few hours and you go, what am I doing? I can't do that. I got to keep the faith. So then you go back over here and you're like, yes, I'm back on track. Here I am. And then maybe 2 days go by and you're like back over here. And you can see it's this double-mindedness, right? We are just like sails in the wind, going this way and going that way. And so I want to read to you guys. I want to read to you guys something that inspired this conversation for me last week. And so I'm reading from, you guys have heard me read from this before. So it's Emmett Fox. And it's Around the Year with Emmett Fox. So every day there's a daily reading. And so this was September 22nd. It says, are you double-minded? Jesus says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, that such a person should not expect anything from the great law. Let me read that to you again. That a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all ways, and that such a person should not expect anything from the great law. And we all know now, so this was text written thousands of years ago, but now we know there is a universal law. There is a law of manifesting. Just like you throw an apple up and it's going to come down, the law of gravity works all the time. There's a law to manifesting. But if you're double-minded and doing this, then you shouldn't expect anything from that law. In other words, if you threw that apple up, you should not expect that it's going to come down for you, right? That's how how important it is to understand the effects of being double-minded. You can't count on the law to work for you if you do that. It says, this is a very obvious common sense. If you affirm one thing now and the opposite in half an hour, if you meditate helpfully and then you go downstairs to talk trouble, it is entirely natural that you should fail to influence people with the peace that comes with prayer. We affirm both harmony and disharmony until the subconscious mind is completely muddled. And of course, our lives are in confusion, where our words and our deeds reinforce one another. The effect is powerful and the result certain. And that's what happens with manifesting. There is a law of manifesting, and you can have the result be certain when you are steadfast, when you are only looking in this direction, the direction of your desires and your dreams manifesting. Then you can count on the law and the certainty of the law. It says, where they are not in accord, where you are affirming harmony and disharmony, or where you're affirming that it's going to manifest, but you're worried it's not going to manifest, because to worry is also to affirm. To be anxious, to be uncertain, to all of it, it's also to affirm. You are affirming something when you do that, the opposite of your desires. It says when you do that, you cancel things out. You leave yourself where you started, or more likely, worse off. So I wanted to share that with you. And then from the Science of Getting Rich, it says you cannot retain a true and clear vision of wealth if you are constantly turning your attention to opposing pictures. This is why I tell people, once you are on the track, my desire, I've expressed it, is to manifest $10,000 this month, or, change the reality of my finances. You can't, after you do that, go check your bank account from the place of, well, let me see if there's any money in there. Oh my God, did the bills get paid? You literally just canceled out what you just intended because you went back to lack. And I'm sure you can see, I'll be the first one to raise my hands, right? We do this. And I'm not saying, it's not like, oh my gosh, this is like a little slap on the wrist. What I want you to understand is what happens when we do that. Because I feel like if you understand that it's canceling out what you're seeking to manifest, if you understand that, then when you find yourself doing it, you will do everything in your power to keep steadfast in this direction. It says in the Science of Getting Rich, give your attention fully to riches. If that's what you want to manifest, whatever you want to manifest, give your attention fully to it. Don't be doing this, right? Back and forth. And so this morning I said, okay, what is a little thing that I put in place to help me keep my focus like this? When I see myself doing that, because I'm human and so are you. We'll have moments of weakness, or moments of fear, or moments of being doubtful, or, looking at the appearances and calling it reality. That is not real. Looking at your bank account today and seeing the bank balance there is simply the result of what you thought in the past. What's in your bank account today is just the result of your past thoughts. It is not real. It is not the end all, end game. This is what your financial reality is. Your true financial reality is the one that you've said yes to, the one that you desire and deserve. And the law of manifesting is working to bring it into your reality, right? But if you keep looking at the bank balance and going, see, nothing's changing, you are so double-minded that you are canceling out what it is that you want to manifest. And that might be why it's not happening for you. And I know for me, that's what's been happening. Like there's, stuff going on, and I just see myself, because the ego does this. It knows, oh, wow, you've been going really strong there, Tasha. I'm going to throw a little thing in, just to see how good you really are with this. And I see myself doing it. And I have to remind myself, wait a second. That's why I said I needed this message today as much as probably some of you do too. But this is what I do. I say to myself, oh no, I know the effects of this. I can't. I am the one who decides. All of you type that right now. I am the one who decides. And you have to recognize, you have to become so masterful at seeing when you're doing this. And nobody else is going to do it for you. I can't come into your life and switch your head back like that, right? You have to be the one who decides in that moment. Like I have to be when I see myself doing this. I am the one who decides. And I am deciding, no matter what the appearances say, I am deciding this is my focus. Fully all my attention over here on what it is that I want to manifest, right? I love it. You guys are all typing. I am the one who decides. And so what do I do? After I've made that declaration, I've like put myself back on track, head full steam ahead on what it is that I'm focused on creating. I look in my life for evidence. I look in the last day, the last week, the last month, the last year, because, sometimes, I think of things that I've wanted to manifest where there was just like, I had to go beyond the last day for the evidence. So I want you guys to look back, whatever it is that you're looking to manifest. And I want you right now to find some piece of evidence, no matter how small it is. I want you to identify, I've been asking to manifest $10,000. And yesterday, out of nowhere, I found a penny. That's evidence. You found money. That is a clue to you that money is on its way. Or you know what? I've been asking to manifest $10,000. And yesterday, I got a refund check in the mail for $10. That's $10 towards your $10,000. Or I've been looking to manifest $10,000 a month. And yesterday I got a new client for $500. Like I want you to identify some piece of evidence right now. And I want you to type it. Whatever it is, for whatever it is that you're looking to manifest. You can choose. It might be money, it might be a relationship. And it doesn't all have to be a physical thing. It can also be, for example, there was a time when I was like, I want to manifest a relationship. And, it was like, well, where is he? When is it going to happen? All of this. And I got in my like moving my head away from what I want to manifest. And then when I did this, I said, well, what is some evidence that I have? And I found things like, oh, wow, some guy liked a picture of mine on the dating app. He may not have even messaged me, but he liked it, or he sent me a message that some guy sent a message that said, I don't know, whatever, a compliment. And the conversation didn't go any further. But sometimes the evidence was things like, I really felt full of love for myself today. I really look at the last couple of months and realize I've been doing a lot of self-loving things for me. Or I look back at the last couple of months and yes, I want to manifest a relationship so that I can be in the energy and the vibration of feeling love and doing fun things. And then I realized, well, the evidence is I've been doing some really cool things by myself lately, So I want you guys I love it. Look at all of this. Rhonda says, I got a $200 gift card last week. I've been getting evidence the whole time and not realizing. I find a penny daily. Look at that. When I was coming from the grocery store, I found $2 on the ground. Oh, Tam says, I've been wanting to manifest $100,000 per month, and I found 6 dimes yesterday. Now, you guys, a penny means $1 million in my world. So when I find a penny, I take it as the universe, God wanting me to know, Tasha, here is your proof that money is on its way to you, and every penny is $1 million. So if you found 6 dimes, that's what? 60 cents. That's a lot of millions, Tam. You're asking for 100,000 and God is trying to tell you, girls, like, girl, I got millions I want to give to you, right? So start looking for, ooh, Tamika, I love this. I love it. Where did it go? Tamika says, oh, where did it go? I've been wanting to manifest a Q7 and I've been seeing them on the road more than usual. I'll be a testimony for that. I actually have a Q7, Tamika, and I absolutely love it. And the funny thing was, I really, really wanted a Q8. When I went to buy a new car, I wanted a Q8. And the universe led me and God decided the Q7 was better for me. And I absolutely love it. But the truth is, I did. I cut out a nice Audi. I put it on my manifested board. I put it in the wealth area of my house, and I put how much I wanted to pay, the whole 9 yards, and I totally manifested it, right? But I just kept, I went to every time I went to get, I had a Q5 before. Every time I went to the Audi dealership, I would look at the newer, bigger, better ones, just walk around, looking at them, sitting in them, making myself feel like they were mine. And there you go. Voila. So Ella says, I always find money on the street. Carletta says, I got a message from one of my credit card providers, and they have upgraded me to their special club where they offered me cash back on all my purchases. Oh, Carletta, I love it. This is what I want you guys to see. It's what happens between step 2 and 3 is that you lose faith, you give up, you walk away, you start turning your attention away from your heart's desire. And the thing that will help you to stay the course is to ask yourself, when you find yourself doing that, just ask yourself, do I have any evidence that it is on its way? And literally force yourself to do what I just had you do. Make yourself look for it. Make yourself find it. Make yourself write it down, because then you have something to show to your ego, which is trying to convince you of the lie that it is not coming. Because you are always, once you acknowledge a desire and you say yes to it, it is on its way to you. Period. It's a law. That's how it works. But if you turn away from it, you literally take yourself out of alignment to receiving it. So your job is to be the one who constantly decides, I will not be double-minded. I'm going to do everything in my power to stay focused as much as I possibly can. The more focused I am, for the longer I can do it, and consistently as I possibly can, is the faster the thing will manifest to me. But if I keep doing this, I keep canceling it out, canceling and restarting, cancel, restart, cancel, restart. You can see the delay that causes, right? So full focus. And if you find yourself doing this because you're human, make yourself stop and say, I am the one who decides. I'm deciding to stay focused and to prove to myself, to give myself some proof. I'm going to look for, what evidence do I have that it is on its way? All right. Oh, I love, Camille says, I got a call from a friend and it felt like it could have been a boyfriend call. I will stay in the feeling, manifesting a healthy romantic relationship. And so it is, Camille. And so it is. All right, you guys. Thank you, Sean, for that. What do you say? Like proof that you just typed there. So what I want you guys to type now is the word reminder. I want you to type the word reminder in the comments, because as you know, every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, these are the types of conversations that we have. Sometimes it's about what to do to manifest. Sometimes it's about showing you what you're doing that's preventing you from manifesting. And sometimes it's just fun stuff, right? But we always kick Monday mornings off together with some inspirational coffee. I love that you guys are here. When you type the word reminder in the comments, you're going to get a message from me in Facebook Messenger, and it will just say, hey, do you want to be reminded next Monday when Tasha goes live? It makes it really easy for you to find the links. And to get right here to the video. So I think I love easy. So that's why I have this set up. So go ahead and type the word reminder in the comments. Check your Facebook Messenger. Just click the little thing that says, yes, I want to be reminded next Monday morning. And you're all set to be here with me. I think next Monday morning, I'm going to talk about a desire-based budget. I think that's what I'm going to talk about next Monday morning. So you want to be here for that. All right. Mwah. I love you guys. See you next Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. And those of you that are in the 120-day program, and we start today, day 1. Woo! Bring it. Congrats. You guys know I am so excited to see all the evidence that's going to unfold in your life. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful to get to be on this journey and to see the things that you all will manifest. It's been an incredible 2 months. We've been talking a lot about money and manifesting and traumas and all the limitations and all the stuff. And so many of you said yes to yourselves so powerfully. I said on our kickoff call, it's like there was a glass over your head that was just constantly limiting you from experiencing the things that you desire in your heart. And literally you said yes. and you just shattered that, like gone. And all that's left is for us to get to the stratosphere together. I get to be on that journey with you. We start today. Mwah. I'm so proud of you. I'm really excited for you to show everyone in this community what it's like to live the certain way and have the guidance and the support that you need every day for 120 days. I can't wait to see what happens in your lives. Mwah. I love you guys. Have a great Monday and a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.